Why has Bhai Sheikh Shahjahan not been arrested? Is he so important for the Trinamool government that they don't want to act against their leader despite the grievous charges that have been levelled against him? Joining us on this broadcast is Dr. Shantanu Sen, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, spokesperson of Trinamool. Squaring off against Dr. Sen, Dr. Shatrupa, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have Saira Shahaleem, who's a left-leaning activist, and remember, Sheikh Shahjahan was earlier a CPIM Goon. Now he does the same for the Trinamool. And Jayanta Ghoshal joins us, consulting editor at the India Today Group, somebody who understands West Bengal politics very intensely. I want to go across to Dr. Shantanu Sen first, because Sheikh Shahjahan has been accused of very serious charges by women. And in case you're tuning into the story later, I just want to read out one of the lines, that they would pick up the pretty looking women, take them, spend time with them at night, force them till they were satisfied. Trinamool men would survey every home. If there's a beautiful woman, particularly a young wife or a girl, they would take them to the party office. They would keep the woman there night after night till they were satisfied. This is one of the local women who's leveled this charge. This charge is so serious that by now you should have arrested your party leader and questioned him, and the full wrath of the law should come down on him. For some reason, he remains free. Why is that, Dr. Sen?
First of all, what Trinamool Congress government can do, this can't be done by any BJP government in any state, number one. Number two, if you consider the Trinamool Congress activists, Shivu and Uttam, they were arrested after the police got certain complaints against them. Now you tell me, you are talking about Shahjahan. Number one, we have seen after Shivu got arrested, these ladies, these people of this Sandeshkhali who are playing this orchestrated drama, they found time. They were bold enough to distribute sweets among the villagers, but they couldn't find any time and they didn't dare to lodge a complaint. Earlier, when the Women Commission came, their members openly told before camera that no such complaint of sexual harassment or rape was lodged with
Sir,
them.
given the reputation of Sheikh Shahjahan in the area, Dr. Sen, no, one second, sir. You should not call this drama. These are women under the law of the land. If they're leveling a charge of rape, that needs to be taken seriously. The first thing you need to do is bring Sheikh Shahjahan in, investigate the charge that's been leveled. You're already assuming that this is drama, that it's politics. That's not the right prism to begin with.
You cannot put your word to my mouth, number one. Number two, we always call a spade a spade. Women Commission members openly said before media that they didn't get any such complaint. Police didn't receive any such complaint. Our State Women Commission didn't receive any such complaint. Had there been any such complaint, it would have been lodged with the police station, and definitely administration would have taken proper steps. As the steps has been taken against Shivu or Uttam. The problem is, it is crystal clear that BJP being instructed by central BJP, being directed and being manipulated by RSS with the help of CPIM, along with the goons which are being brought from outside, they are creating this narrative. We have seen how Sriti Irani, being a central minister, she was trying to create a narrative Hindu versus Muslim, because BJP knows that they are being outrightly rejected by the
No, so I'll come to the
Bengal.
politics later, Dr. Shatrupa. The charge against the Bharatiya Janata Party is that these women haven't filed police cases. Instead, they've spoken to the media. We don't know who they are because their faces are hidden. They could be anybody. They could be women from the outside potentially, or women who are from BJP families. You've got them to come out and say this, given them some kind of incentive to make this charge. The TMC says these are politically motivated charges. You are trying to find some reason to be able to make political inroads in West Bengal ahead of the Lok Sabha elections.
Rahul, thank you for having me on this show to discuss such a dismal issue in West Bengal. Number one, Trinamool needs to get its act together and decide which narrative suits them. Either, we have so much of organization at the ground level that we can organize this kind of a huge uprising, if I may call it, or we are not there. According to them, we are nowhere. Now suddenly we are in such a big position that we can organize this kind of uprising. Now, I really don't want to respond to this. The point here is, Rahul, you've been watching the footage of that has been collected by even your channel, and I have been watching it since it started. The one constant factor which all these women are saying is the fear psychosis. All of them are so scared, they're so petrified that they cannot even talk with their faces revealed. They are constantly saying that this kind of torture, this kind of inhuman humiliation has been happening to them for over a period of a decade or more, 10 to 13 years.
Okay,
They're
let
saying
Shantanu
that
Sen
the
respond
only
to that. The
reason.
women are speaking with their faces hidden because of the kind of Gunda Raj that prevails in Sandeshkhali, because this man is a strong man, because he's seen as a local goon, which is why the women are constantly talking about a fear psychosis, which is also why they're not willing to speak out openly against him, and that too doesn't reflect well on your government, sir.
Similarly, we have come across many such videos where the Hajar villagers are saying that they are living there happily, nothing, no such incident has taken place. Number one. Number two, you must recall the Shukanto Mojumdar, the state BJP president, who was riding on motorcycle without wearing helmet, being associated with other political goons. How they brutally assaulted the police person, taking law and order in their own hand, breaking 144.
No, no, no,
So
no, 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 no.
BJP is
Please,
in a
that's
mood
not
to create a
comparable.
narrative. BJP is in a mood to create an unrest. That's why
Okay, Dr.
BJP is
Shatrupa,
playing this
respond to
coin.
this.
No, no, no.
That even if there is
No, no,
an
no, no,
element of
no.
truth to the charges, you are magnifying and amplifying the charges to make it seem as if it's the number one national issue. The Trinamool alleges there are so many crimes that have happened in BJP ruled states where the National Commission for Women doesn't go. When the wrestlers needed in Haryana support, the NCW didn't come. That was a very serious charge of harassment leveled against a BJP leader. That time the NCW didn't bother.
So first of all, Rahulji, one thing one has to understand very clearly that BJP has not created this. But one has to accept that BJP is the single largest opposition in West Bengal, elected by 2 crore, almost 80 lakh people in West Bengal. So therefore, it is definitely within our, what shall I say, obligation. I'm not even going to call it our right. It is our obligation to stand up for whoever is feeling harassed to this kind of level. This is not one woman or two women or even 10 women. There are hundreds of women in Sandeshkhali who are saying the same thing. So you cannot compare this with any other happening in any other state. It is, I mean, they're all the time going on a tour of the country. They often leave what is happening in West Bengal and go off and start accusing us of other states. I don't think what is happening in Sandeshkhali is even comparable. If you talk about the wrestlers, what happened was not correct, and we have dealt with it. But here we are talking about a conglomerate of women, not one, not two, not 10, a conglomerate of women who are way below, the social level. They are
No, but the
not
problem
very,
is,
they're
Shantanu
not
Sen,
very.
from the Trinamool's perspective, if the West Bengal police had arrested Sheikh Shahjahan, brought him in for investigation, you could have said, we are doing what needs to be done to investigate the charges. Because your government seems to be going soft and easy on this leader, who is a Trinamool leader, therefore these charges are finding traction. If you'd acted honestly, with intent and purpose, maybe some part of your charge would have been true in the eyes of the public opinion. But now, because your police is going slow in this case, not acting against Sheikh Shahjahan, which is why it looks believable.
Prior to that, I would like to remind you that Honorable Court has said that this issue cannot be compared with Manipur, which was a devastating situation, number one. Number two, our Director General of Police has categorically said day before that it was primarily the duty of ED. Police is investigating, police will definitely find him out. But the leader of opposition of Bharatiya Janata Party, Shubhendu Adhikari, was demanding that he knows the location of Shahjahan Sheikh. Then why is he not informing ED or local police? And for the same,
No,
he
why do
should
you
be
keep
arrested.
referring to the ED? The ED case is separate. A rape case needs to be prosecuted by the local West Bengal police. Why are you depending on the ED to do your job?
Certainly not. Based on the 164 deposition, Shivu Hajra was arrested by our state government. Trinamool Congress believes and talks and believes and works zero tolerance to corruption. That's why they can arrest their own representatives. You can't cite a single example of arrest where the BJP administration is arresting the
Okay.
BJP leaders in any BJP rule state.
Jayanto
That is
Ghoshal,
the beauty
how
of Trinamool
important
Congress
is
government.
Sheikh Shahjahan in the Trinamool scheme of things? Why is Mamata Banerjee's police not coming down harder on this man who's giving the West Bengal government a very bad name?
Number one issue is that he is absconding. So now police is saying that we are trying because the Shahjahan's other leaders with Shahjahan, there are few more names and they have been arrested. And police is saying, although there is a allegation that police acted late, but Shahjahan actually, where he is, that police is saying that we are also searching, nobody knows. So if I say that police knows it and police is not arresting, how can I say? Because I don't have that evidence. National Women Commission today, they have said that we got some allegation of rape on sexual assault, but still it is not evidential truth because investigation is on and there are several, more than 100 women. They have come in front of camera, they are saying that they are lying. So there are two groups of campaign also.
No, but Jayanto, in the law of the land, in the way that it is, if a woman accuses she's been raped, the police need to investigate that case. They can't produce some one other woman who says, no, she hasn't been raped to dismiss the charge of the woman who's saying she's been raped.
But there is no specific rape case. They are saying that Shahjahan's team, not Shahjahan also, they used to call in the midnight and 20, 25 women, they used to go and they said that there will be a meeting and sexual harassment used to take place. But there is no specific rape case charge. That is very interesting. But Rahul, the thing is political. Before 2024, Sandeshkhali has become a hot seat and like Nandigram, the history repeats history. Now BJP is playing the role of the opposition, what TMC did with CPM when police inaction after Nandigram took place. And this is not a Hindu-Muslim issue. Although South Chobbish Pargana and Sandeshkhali, Muslim population is higher than the average percentage of the Bengal. I mean, they are 40%, not 30%. 40% Muslim, 60% Hindu. And what Smriti Irani said and all the BJP leaders are saying, I think that communal polarization, politics of polarization, that is not the issue there. Discontent among Muslim also there. It is actually
okay.
The ruling
Let
party.
Shatrupa respond to this. Jayanto says these are generic charges that they used to do this to women. Very few of them are saying it happened to me. Most of it is, this is what used to happen in that area. They're not giving specific instances of who got raped, when and where.
You know, Rahul, first of all, one has to understand, yes, I accept the fact that this may not be entirely communal, number one. But number two, one has to understand that these are women who are not really as smart, if I may use the word, as us, who are exposed to society much more than they're not as exposed to society as we are, and we would, maybe candidly say a lot of things which these women are not being able to say. So there are here Trinamool spokespersons ranging from Dr. Shantanu right down to an ordinary councillor woman who's saying that she needs to watch footage of rape to accept that rape has happened. Now, this is absurd. The fact that these rustic women, semi-educated women of their caliber are even bringing up the fact that they have been socially humiliated, utilized, and basically they've been sexually abused. Now, rape or no rape is something that I really don't know. But as far as there has been one direct FIR which has been accepted by the district magistrate of rape and gang rape. And mind you, Rahul, that very evening, police has ransacked and vandalized her house. This is the level of sexual abuse, human abuse, which is happening in Sandeshkhali.
You know, that's the problem. Shantanu said, in instances when the women are speaking up, the West Bengal police actually seems to be coming down and intimidating them rather than supporting them initially. Now, of course, there's pressure, so you're trying to provide some kind of security, but initially the reflex action was to try and shut them down.
Certainly not. You must recall the audio clip that has come up. The clip was of the BJP MLA Ognimitra Pal, where she was telling someone that we should take this Sandeshkhali issue seriously and we should utilize it for our political benefit. You must recall it. You must recall the attitude of Shukanta Majumdar. You must recall the statement given by Siti Irani. You must recall the statement
so Saira
given by Amit
Shahaleem,
Shah.
from the perspective of the left, given that he was originally a CPIM Gunda, then he became a Trinamool Gunda. Now, of course, the BJP is gunning for him. This is a cycle of violence that the left is very familiar with. Now you're out of the picture because the fight is a fight between the TMC and the BJP, but it's the left which were past masters of this game of political violence in West Bengal.
See, Rahul, good evening. I don't want to comment about what happened in the past because I was not in the political arena at that time. I was not in the political scene. I can comment about now what is happening since I've been active, and on the ground. It's not important whether the women file FIRs or not, but because you see, these women are living in the rural areas where intimidation is very high. If you have seen, a lot of women have given testimonies where they are being forced to vote for TMC, and that happens in the rural area. We saw this entire unleash of terror and violence during the Panchayat election, be it even state assembly election, be it by-polls, be it Lok Sabha, like violence becomes a precedence in West Bengal, okay, irrespective of the political parties, which is very sad and tragic. Now, if you look at the testimonies, a lot of TMC leaders have questioned that why are they covering their faces? Why not? Because they'll be harassed, they'll be tortured, they'll be intimidated, their men will be beaten up. They have all the reasons to camouflage their faces, and I can empathize and understand why they're covering their faces. So there's so many testimonies that have come in, and that paints a really harrowing picture of what exactly is transpiring, as far as systematic sexual abuse is concerned, as far as torture is concerned, as far as corruption is concerned, because here the main accused is at large. His accomplices are at large. Shahjahan Sheikh has been accused of corruption charges. If he was so clean, he would not be absconding.
Sure.
He would have,
and he'd have no reason to be on the run. I want to come now, therefore, to the politics, and I want to come to the impact this may have on the Lok Sabha elections. Remember, of the 42 seats in West Bengal, the BJP in the last election won 18, they lost 24. And their strike rate was 43%, one of the lowest strike rates. Like in a state like Uttar Pradesh, the party had a 80% strike rate. In many like Rajasthan, Gujarat, it had a 100% strike rate. In West Bengal, the strike rate was only 43%. Do you think in the way that this issue is being built up, Jayanta, Ghoshal, that it has the potential of increasing the BJP's strike rate, giving them a few more seats in West Bengal in the Lok Sabha elections? Is that really what this is all about?
That is the litmus test, because BJP is achiever in Bengal. It goes without saying. BJP didn't have anything. I remember the first press conference of Amit Shah as party president that if we want to be pan-Indian party, we have to go to Bengal. It's a non-base area. Now they are sending Rajya Sabha member, 77 MLAs. So it's a success story. But the thing is that I have a personal opinion that Rahul Gandhi and Mamata Banerjee, I think there is a major difference of the political strategy, the sense of the ground reality. What BJP is trying hard, and BJP each and every day, they are trying to make this issue. And not only the gender issue is also Mamata's women vote bank. They want to cut that, women vote. They want to issue that the Hindus also go for more with BJP. Then not only women issue, the major issue is that misrule can be a Bhadralok Bengali community. Sandeshkhali is a model. They want to make it a model for the whole state, for the campaign. But now Mamata is campaigning each and every district again and again. And she is saying that BJP is trying to break the Muslim vote. Publicly she is saying. And this Indian Secular Front, the role. So now the thing is that the control over people and the populist measures, what Mamata has done, exactly what Modi ji has done for UP and other areas, Mamata is also
that
playing
you're
the
trying
card
to
of the
turn this,
populism.
Dr. Shatrupa, into
No,
a
no.
And
Nandigram
this
kind of
BJP,
moment.
BJP is trying to
Like
divert
the
the attention.
Trinamool sees Nandigram, you're trying to make Sandeshkhali Mamata Banerjee's Nandigram. Dr. Shatrupa.
May I respond to this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
thank you, Rahul. Yes, I know there are these cephalology facts which maybe can be postponed for a later discussion, because right now I think all of us, beyond all political parties, should be a little more patient and little more sensitive with the agony that these women are going through. Whether it will encash votes later or not is something that I don't think should be discussed at this point of stage, where women are crying rape. Women are crying gang rape. Women are saying that we are being manhandled.